Okay, we're back. This is part 2 for the Mijello Mission 36 color palette swatching. So we did some red and some blue. This is the second box in the palette. This is going to include a little bit of red here, orange, yellow. So we're going in the colors of the rainbow. We did some red, now we're going to do orange, yellow, and whatever else was in this box, white. So here I've went ahead and squished out the colors, left the tubes where you could read them, and yeah, we'll swatch white. Let's see what happens. I switched over back to my soft aqua brush. You can see Raphael's soft aqua brush. I've been using this for a year now. Just recently bought the Da Vinci Maestro, so I could swatch with Da Vinci, but I'll go ahead and use this. I know that white, you're not really being able to see it up there, but I do swatch whites because this one is Chinese white, and it's good to see this part here, how opaque is opaque for your white. Of course, I have white in my water now, you know, maybe not the best choice at the beginning, but I did it. Okay, so you can still see here. I'll try not to block with my brush and my hand since I'm a righty. There you go, you can see this one is now lemon yellow. Lemon yellow. Lemon yellow. In the previous video, we were talking about how you really can't go by the paint name. You really have to look at the pigment number here. So I was mentioning that this Mijello Mission Gold paint, basically the cerulean blue to me look like phthalo blue. Sure enough, I think that the pigment is 15.3, PB 15.3, not a cerulean pigment. So don't trust the names. There you go, that's how the yellow lightens out there. It's a pretty color. It's a pretty lemon yellow. Hi Alexandra. I have to look over my clip here to see who's joined. Thanks for joining. Swatching out the Mission Gold paints from the 36 kit with the palette. Now on yellows. Broken this up into 4 since the little inside of the palette, the paints come in 4 boxes. And I don't think anyone could sit through all 36. So I'm doing this live on Instagram, which is new for me. I'm not new to video, but I'm new to live on Instagram. Then I'm taking all of these and putting them on my YouTube channel. And it's interesting because if I turn this the other way, well, what you're seeing right now is sideways. But if I turn myself the other way, then I have a hard time putting it on YouTube. Then I've realized that, well, this is still recording portrait because that's the way Instagram is. And then I have to do a bunch of editing before I can get it up. So no matter which, you know, I have difficulties. But this way, at least you can see the whole thing. We are now done with Chinese white, done with lemon yellow, done with permanent yellow light. Now we're on permanent yellow deep. These are really, really nice yellows. I said in previous posts and previous videos that a friend of mine had said that these Mission Gold paints are very, very bright. And I'm okay with bright. Some people, you know, they like muted or traditional French impressionists. I don't know, smoky colors. I like bright. I think bright is happy. Don't know if you like bright. I think everyone could use some bright in their life. That is stunning. Person. I don't know if I can make that any better for you. I have several lights on it. Just a very stunning orange right there. That is permanent yellow deep. So I can see a lot of things I could do with that. That's really pretty. So yes, bright. Now we're going to move on to orange. So I have orange and I have it plated here. And maybe I can pull it this way and you can see. I know, you never really get to see how someone paints, right, with this video setup. We're always trying to do something unnatural to get in the camera here. I guess I'll come down here. You can still see that. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think I have a color that's like this. That's not a cad. I have a cad orange. That might be something similar to this. Right now, I don't. That was just called, this one is yellow orange. Is that correct? Let's see. White, lemon yellow, permanent yellow light, permanent yellow deep. Yeah, so we're on yellow orange. Yep, yellow orange. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over the line for opaqueness. Looks semi-transparent. Put a little more water in there. See what happens when we lighten it out to the edge. I'm working on bee paper, 100% cotton. I use it for small paintings. Use it for things like this. I also paint. I do paintings on bee paper. I do paintings on arches, 100%. Well, they're all 100% cotton, but arches block. I've tried Saunders Waterford. That's like real fabric. And I'm going to try some Fabriano Artistico. Now that's their color that they call orange. It is very orange. Looks like an orange, like tangerine almost. Let's put it over the block. Not having much luck here with with our happy watercolor. Those are happy colors. Just can't help but smile if you're looking at those, I think. Move that. Supposed to yell at me. Hey, move it over. Can't see. Okay. After orange is vermilion. So vermilion is next. Vermilion is, I think, traditionally like a very orangey red. Let's do the solid of that. Oh, very nice. Now, you know, we enter the lipstick colors, right? If you've ever been in the lipstick world, you can see, oh, warm red, cool red, warm pink. Okay, very nice. Nice coverage, too, for that one. I like that. That's a nice warm, tomatoey type red. We'll put some here. So this is what I find with reds along with yellows. I'm really surprised the yellow that I didn't have to put any more paint out. But I do find that with reds coverage is thin sometimes. So just like this, you know, what I had on the palette I didn't expect to run out. So there's that. And let's put this on there. Deep. And Synthetic brush, I find, doesn't crawl, doesn't let, you know, this spread of watercolor we're supposed to do, doesn't let it happen quite so easily as the sable. I grabbed it just because I was washing the other one and it was there. Okay, so the next one is permanent red. We have permanent red here. Let's put that one on. Permanent red. This is a cooler red, I think. Almost fire engine-y bright though. So again, a friend told me Mijello Mission Gold paints were bright. She was not kidding. Very, very, very bright. That's a beautiful bright red. This would be great for hibiscus, carnations. This is that beautiful, you know, when you want to put one hint of an umbrella off in your misty, misty hazy rain. That's a beautiful red. Okay, the paints come in sets of 9, and of course I swatch my cards in sets of 8 well before I realized all of that. So that's the first 8 of the second box, and let's get the last one. Number 9 is permanent rose. Permanent rose. Okay, so that, whoop, yeah, let me just hit everything here. So I expect this to be a almost rose madder type. We did a rose madder in the last video. Be interesting to see the difference. So this one is permanent rose. My guess is permanent rose is almost the same color, but this probably has better light fastness. So there it is on the piece. Let's see what happens when I get it here for opaqueness. Transparency, pretty good. Let me see if I can just pull it down in color. Nope. Again, with the reds, you know, like the yellows. I have to put some more. I have a bad habit. I guess I put the end of my brush in my mouth when anyway, 2 hands. I guess I should get myself a little brush stand. It's probably not the best thing to do. Luckily for me, you know, then my brush isn't covered in some cobalt thing or something. I'm getting some kind of metal poisoning. Alright, what do you think of that? Hey Deb, I missed your call. I was doing this, that's why. And I think I see... Is that Tim? Okay. Hi, thanks for joining. Alright, so that is swatch 9. Because these all came in this little box. And there's 4 of these little boxes that go into the Mijello Mission Gold palette set. These are not in the... These I'm going to add these colors in. So these don't come with it, but the outside does. I've already swatched these first 9 colors today. And then you've watched these 9 colors. Then the rest of the process is be sure to name and label your pigments. So what I've done is this Chinese white here, and I know this is Mijello, and then of course you turn it over and PW6 is white 6. And I realized I cut the video the last time and I thought, well, somebody may actually want to know what pigment these are, because I did a discovery like that. Cerulean wasn't really cerulean. This one is PY3, And also you can see the light fastness. Of course, you can look this up on a chart. Mijello has, you know, PDF files of this. This is permanent yellow light. And again, Mijello. And then PY 154. So you can see, wow, those, you know, these two is PY yellows, right? Very far apart in number. 154 is far from 3. So you would have a collection, you get lots of yellows missing in the middle. This one is permanent yellow deep. Again, Mijello. And then this one is PY 65. So this gives you something in the middle. And then these interesting oranges that we did. So we have yellow orange. And again, this is Mijello. And then this is P073. You'd be surprised when you're doing oranges. When you get down here to the pigments, you'll be very surprised what might be in your orange. I have been shocked before. Colors that come together to make orange. So this is an O and a Y, so an orange and yellow. There you go, plain old orange. And again, Mijello. And then here's a PO73 and a PY65. Same yellow added. See that? PO73. We go back and double check. Yep. So see, you have two things with the same pigments, and they probably are just different quantities of each. This one has obviously a little more yellow. This one may have a little more orange in the mix. So this is where you come to find out different things. Sometimes some people say don't keep buying, you know, the same pigments. There's all kinds of opinions. You know, if getting, oops, I put 2 L's. Oh well, no one will know, only me. You know, if you want to collect paint, be my guest. If it makes you smile, go for it. If you're trying to you know, amass all the pigments of the world, then you may want to look at what pigment's in your paint. But there really has been, you know, like this, the same pigment color, but they look different. So, you know, if you want all 256 colors of Daniel Smith paint, then go for it. As long as, you know, as long as your kids aren't starving or something like that. Whatever. Everybody has opinion, like I said. I'm just too old now to worry about everybody's opinion. So I would be the first to advocate for you. Do what you want. Here, PR 112. So this is a red of 112. Very, very pretty color. Even in the dried stage like this, it's still very bright. Very, very bright. Uh-oh, I lost this thing. Oh, here it is. This one is still a little wet. This one was permanent rose. So permanent rose would go up here. I write Mijello here. And I keep track of, oh, PV19. Okay, that's an interesting one for me. Violet. I've had this PV19 in another color, in another brand, and it's just a stunning magenta. This isn't magenta at all. Let's see. I just have stuff everywhere here. If I knew some of this beforehand, I could have shown you a couple of these. So I'm going to show you something in comparison. Oh, shucks. Is that a PV19? Just for some idea references of brightness. They won't be, you know, name for name, but this is M gram paint, which is basically pretty bright also. And I don't know if you can see the difference in vibrancy there. So even though this is permanent red and this might be a rose, you can see how much brighter the colors are. Maybe I can get a yellow card here. I've got a cad yellow. Now Holbein is Japanese, so they're going to be pretty bright too. But you can see, if you're used to Holbein, it's about the intensities of Holbein. Yeah? And these are all Holbein colors here. So here's permanent magenta for Holbein. Might be something like Crimson Lake over here. And Mijello. So Mijello color is very bright. Very, very bright. Alright, that will wrap up this second 9. Set of 9. So this is the second set of 9 where you see the yellows, orange, and a little bit of red. So now we've done R, O, and Y. Red, orange, yellow. So next should be G. Roy G. Biv for the rainbow. I like to set my things up as a rainbow. Let me clean this up again. And clean up my water. Some people love to look at the water. And even the napkin's pretty. That's one thing that's wonderful about watercolor. Nothing turns to dirty brown. Alright, that's wrapping this up. Thanks for visiting. I'll be back as soon as I clean this up and start again on the next set of 9. Thanks for joining.